Folks, it's information overload day. I probably have at least 10 clips I'm going to bring to y'all today, real short clips, little tidbits of information about what's going on in the world, what's going on with Team Trump and the MAGA movement, including the fact that Tulsi Gabbard has been confirmed. One more in. Now, we do believe that we are going to have the numbers to get RFK confirmed as well, but it is going to take JD Vance getting back in town. He's out of the country, getting back in town to be the tie-breaking vote or to the 51st vote in order to get it confirmed in the Senate. And then we're going to have to see about Cash Patel. Hopefully, Cash Patel will slide right on through. But Pam Bondi is already making waves. She just had a press conference just minutes ago, and she said some things that were just shockingly, not surprising, but shockingly revealing as far as what's going on. She is fixing to drop the hammer. I'm talking about drop the hammer on these folks that are screwing up, and I'm talking about attorney generals, governors, politicians, anybody in the way that is in Tom Homan's way, anybody that is in Elon Musk's way, anybody that is obstructing any of Trump's agenda from being done because they're subvergents or one of these people that hasn't been rooted out yet that needs to go. And she's going to do that as soon as they rear their ugly head and try some malicious crap like sending $59 million to the migrants after you've been told cease and desist on the payments. We're going to talk about that too, folks, if you haven't already heard. I got several things to bring to you. Mostly good news. We are winning, folks. We are way ahead in this game. As a matter of fact, the Democrats can't recover from this. We control the presidency for the next 4 years. All they can do is muck things up with the courts, but I don't think that's going to work for very long. We're eventually going to get a ruling from the Supreme Court on that and shut all this down because it does look like they're going to try to muck it up and early slow it down. But either way, Trump's coming at them left and right, many times a day. They can't recover from just all the things that are happening. Us podcasters can't even keep up with what's happening. I don't know how the left is recovering or have any ability to do damage control over what happened yesterday. When today's a whole nother list of things that's helping America be great again, and I love to see it. Let's get into this first clip. I do have some reading to do for you. Everything Goes is going to do a play-by-play plan I found over here on X, and I'm going to read it to you. It's a little bit long, but please stick around, folks. I'm at least going to read the headlines of all the steps that Doge is going to come in and do, including the fact that Elon Musk is going to work 24/7 for the next 4 months to train his Doge team to be able to work without him. So that way he can just be supervisor instead of hands on full time. Which that may be the better answer. He's probably got a well oiled machine already, but he wants to grind on it for 4 months and literally expose every single agency. He believes he can do it in 4 months, and we'll have to see. It's going to be a quarter of a year of exposure, and then hopefully next couple of years of indictments and incarcerations if we have any say about it. All right, folks, let's get into this. Good stuff here.
We're here today because we have filed charges against the state of New York. We have filed charges against Kathy Hochul. We have filed charges against Letitia James and Mark Schroeder, who is with DMV. This is a new DOJ, and we are taking steps to protect Americans, American citizens, and angel moms, like the mom standing right behind me, who you're going to hear from in a moment. New York has chosen to prioritize illegal aliens over American citizens. It stops today. We're here today because we have filed charges against the state of New York. We have filed charges against Kathy.
In the report, in case you missed this yesterday on my video or on any other news channel, a report about Elon and Trump and little X all there in the White House Oval Office speaking. One of the key things that Elon Musk said that I thought was really stood out was this particular statement right here. Here we go, folks.
right, etc. Well, we do find it sort of rather odd that there are quite a few people in the bureaucracy who have ostensibly a salary of a few $100,000, but somehow manage to accrue tens of millions of dollars in net worth while they are in that position, which is, what happened at USAID. We're just curious as to where it came from. Maybe they're very good at investing, in which case we should take their investment advice, perhaps. But just they seem to be mysteriously they get wealthy. We don't know why. Where does it come from? And I think the reality is that they're getting wealthy at the taxpayer expense. That's the honest truth of it. So, we're looking at, we just right, etc. Well,
and I got some figures for you here, folks. Just give me just a minute. This here was just a meme somebody put up. I give Elon Musk and Doge my permission to audit mine and anyone receiving my tax dollars. Yours truly, U.S. citizen. And I agree with that. You're allowed to look at anybody handling my money, Elon Musk. That's just fine with me. I concur. Now, I got a couple more clips before I get to the one that's got some wealth standards for some of these cretins. Now, FEMA CFO Mary Commons, who was just fired for funneling that $59 million, $58 million to the illegal migrant or the illegal immigrants in the I forget what the name of the hotel was up there, one of the fancy ones in New York, but they funneled the money up there to Manhattan, New York, to give it to the illegals anyway, even though there was kind of a cease and desist on the fact of Doge was coming in trying to look at the books, told everybody no more money being shipped around. She basically she knew what she was doing. She defied Trump, Doge, and all of her scruples at this point. And so she got fired behind it. And not only that, FEMA needs a new director, or they need to get rid of FEMA. And Trump hasn't decided what he's going to do with that. But the chief financial officer for FEMA is definitely, that lady is gone out of there. This has been going on a couple of days, and I'm glad to see that's the final result. But more than that, we have a little twist at the end. Kristi Noem has clawed back the full payment that FEMA deep state activists unilaterally gave to New York City migrant hotels. FEMA has funded the Roosevelt Hotel. FEMA was funding the Roosevelt Hotel that serves as a Trinidad Aragua base of operations and was used to house Laken Riley's killer. Oh, that's sad. Says, my words, there was no single, not my, mark my words, there will not be a single penny spent that goes against the interest and safety of American people, says Kristi Noem. And Matt Gaetz and several people popped in. Great job, great job, great job. And I agree completely. Needed to be done. Claw that money back. Somebody needs to go to jail because for them double billing for these hotel rooms, where's the other half of that money going? And I think I have an answer for that. It's these people right here. It's the Elizabeth Warrens, the Chuck Schumers, the Mitch McConnells, the Nancy Pelosi's. Just throwing out a few. Now, Elizabeth Warren annual salary is $285,000 a year. But somehow or another, I know she's a dinosaur. She's been in Congress for like 100 years, but she's still worth $67 million. And if you do the math, she must do some awesome stock trading or something because there's no way her self worth could ever be that kind of millions. Maybe a few million, maybe 5 million, but not 67 million because that's probably not everything. That's probably just the stuff they know about. Same way for Chuck Schumer. His annual salary is about $200,000 a year. Net worth $75 million that we know of. See, we can't really be sure of what he's worth in Swiss banks and places that don't report things like gold bars and things of that nature and safety deposit boxes. Diamonds and things is another way, but that's what they do. We found out from Gold Bar Bob and Hunter Biden how the game is played. Mitch McConnell, rat bastard, voted against Tulsi Gabbard, even though she got confirmed anyway. He's a lone dinosaur standing out there trying to fight for the old Republican Party. And that old Republican Party is over. It's gone. He needs to just go home in his wheelchair and not come back. I hate to say that, but he's going to die in Congress if he keeps it up. He refuses to live at home. He must hate his home life. He spends his every waking moment in Congress at 195 years old. Sickening. But his net worth is about $95 million, $100 million, 200,000 a year. He ain't been alive that long. And of course, old nasty Nancy Pelosi, her salary's 223,000 a year. Net worth $202 million. What I guess she would have to make I don't know how many years would it take to make $202 million at 223 a month? That's what a 2 million a year she makes. Well, I guess she's been around about 100 years. Nah, the math don't work, folks. A lot of this is that you said money, folks, and we're going to find all this out. They're going to look into these people. They've done said. They kind of have to. It's part of the whole situation of exposing the rot and corruption. How do you prevent it? Stop those people from being able to make money in other ways off our government. These people know the game so well, but they've never been investigated before. If we see people change hands with their money, I think people need to pay close attention to all these bank accounts of people like Pelosi and her family members and Chuck Schumer and all these people that are screaming and crying right now about you said Maxine Waters. People need to be looking at them and their family members and their self worth right now and find out how long before people start these cretins start transferring funds out of the country from one account to another to their kids. All these things should probably set up red flags because if they know Elon's coming for them, it's going to be a shuffle of money going around, probably headed to Swiss banks. Now, like I told you earlier, Elon Musk said he has told people close to him that he will spend the next 4 months working 24/7 on Doge to cut up to $2 trillion from the federal budget. He's going all in, even sleeps in the White House office, per Fox News. God bless Elon. We've got two billionaires in the White House that are next level intelligence that are doing the right thing. They're fixing our country. They both got teams of people that work with them that are just brilliant. Some of the best of the best. I haven't heard this clip,
And we
but
don't know what all
I've seen it several times over here on Twitch, on Twitter today, on X today. So I figured I'd share it with y'all now, just so we can watch it together for the first time. I kind of understand that she exposes herself. We're fixing to find out.
people of this country are being violated because all of our privacy is being taken up by Elon Musk and Trump, and we don't know what all they have on us. We don't know what all they have on us. People of this country
Oh,
are being violated.
did y'all catch that? We don't know what all they have on us. Ooh, that's why this video went viral. I get it now, folks. I get it now. Wow. Mind blowing. Now, my friends Matt and Romeo and Lisa over on American Patriot News Channel. I'm sure you probably know the channel if you listen to my channel. Some of the guys I hang out with on the weekend sometimes doing jump on their shows. Well, they put out a video, I believe it was this morning, about a whistleblower that has filed criminal complaints against Governor Josh Shapiro of Pennsylvania, claiming that he was involved in an alleged assassination attempt of President Trump, including having his state police, Pennsylvania State Police, not doing their job on purpose. And that's her story. The lady has a channel here on YouTube and several places. Matt and them did a full video about it. You're welcome to go check it out. Yesterday's video. But this here is a little more to the story as far as what I found on Twitter myself, because I don't know to take this woman's testimony 100% or not at this point. But if you're going to come out and say this guy tried to have the president, then you're putting yourself in a situation to be asking for all kinds of legal trouble. So she believes it's true. And the more I'm listening to this, the more I'm thinking, I can't jump on the bandwagon yet, but I do at least want to share it with y'all that it's out there that Ben Shapiro, who would have possibly been Kamala Harris's running mate, but they chose Tim Walz instead. And this all happened about the time, within months of the time of the assassination. Kind of strange how all this happened. Um, says federal whistleblowers filed a criminal complaint on February 7th, 2025, alleging Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro involvement in an assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump, current President Donald Trump. It also alleged that Christopher Wray conspired with the Biden administration to hide reports. Now, that has been confirmed. Says the Butler County DA office is currently investigating these allegations. No arrests or official charges against Shapiro have been confirmed by official sources at this point. But let me read this real quick. Says in the weeks leading up to Trump rally, President Biden made frequent visits to defendant Josh Shapiro to discuss this obstacle faced by the Democrat Party. Joshua Shapiro organized a scheme to conspire with other officials to carry out the attempted assassination against former Donald J. Trump. Governor Josh Shapiro facilitated, planned, and coordinated the attempted assassination to climb the political ladder. On January 13, 2024, this affiant contacted the Secret Service to provide a tip which was blocked by Biden administration. Makes it sound more credible. This is crazy, folks. I don't know what to do with this yet. It's not enough. The story's not complete enough at this point, but there is definitely some crap going on. Let me read a little more. It says on June 15th, 2024 through July 15th through the 23rd of 2024, this affiant communicated with Secret Service John T. Donahue and provided numerous documents related to the crimes committed by Governor Shapiro and the Philadelphia FBI involvement in covering up the crimes of defendant Joshua Shapiro's agents. John T. Donahue sent the complaint to headquarters, but Biden administration blocked it. On March 19th, Supervisor Agent Kenneth Keller advised the affiant through emails that he contacted the FBI Philadelphia personnel, FBI Victim Services, and management at Washington Field office, and they advised him to direct affiant to Philadelphia FBI. Agent Kenneth Keller informed this affiant that the crimes being reported are not occurring in his jurisdiction. And that he has no jurisdiction to assist Pennsylvania victims. He advised the affiant to contact the Department of Justice. The affiant contacted the DOJ and the FBI, and up until recently, the ex-FBI director Christopher Wray was conspiring with Biden administration to cover up and conceal the reports. Now that he has resigned, the private criminal complaint must be investigated. Damn, I agree. Trump said he was going to have Pam Bondi, Cash Patel investigate his assassination attempts. It only makes sense because our government didn't do it. Now, my question is are we going to find out that a governor gets arrested, not for helping the migrants, which may happen as well, but for conspiring to harm our president? Says says Richard Goldinger, district attorney for Butler County, Butler, Pennsylvania. Says I am I am in receipt of your private criminal complaint which you have filed against Governor Shapiro for his alleged involvement. Please advise there is a multiple investigations currently being conducted by various government agencies. Due to these pending investigations, I am disapproving your private criminal complaint. Lawyer shot her down. Dang. District attorney shot her down. Pretty sad stuff, folks. It's looking, when the government starts covering stuff up, you know something is wrong. Now, this last rumor out today is that Edward Snowden is one of the political prisoners types that will be coming home from Russia. Uh, Edward Snowden actually had to go to Russia to keep from being arrested here in America because he has been labeled a traitor for giving up CIA backdoor secrets, told off on HARPA, which is our weather system, our governmental weaponized weather system, which exists. And he told how the government was spying on everybody through their cell phones, and they labeled him a traitor, and he had to exile out of the country. He's been in Russia ever since. But there is buzzing on the internet today, mostly on X, that Edward Snowden and possibly Julian Assange could be pardoned. I do believe Edward Snowden will be pardoned. I don't know about the Julian Assange things, but I seen a meme today that says, when you're watching now, it says, the moment you find out that Edward Snowden and Julian Assange have been pardoned to be added to the Trump team with Elon Musk. I was going to throw one in there. We're going to put them on Doe's team too. We know they're both brilliant guys. And Edward Snowden knows where the bodies are buried. That's why he had to leave this country. I think it's a great idea. Y'all tell me what you think about Edward Snowden. You think he's a traitor? Do you think he did the right thing by blowing the whistle on the government? Like, subscribe, and share. Devoted Patriots. What I got for you today. Hopefully everybody enjoyed. Over and out.